to the level of like tabletop role-playing rapist.
You would be surprised, but apparently our problem is not having enough rape in our fantasies.
You're right. Honestly, I think it's like Robin Thicke said. You know you want it.
Uh,
There are blurred lines
There's like,
everywhere. You have no idea.
oh,
Goodness me. Also, is that how you pronounce it? Is it thick or is the
I,
E silent? I have
I
honestly no
don't.
idea.
You're asking the wrong person. Anyway, so hey everybody, it's me, Duhad, and this is Soundspeed.
Hello.
We're going. Soundspeed wanted to show me this review from Living the Dream, and he actually told me that you guys would probably enjoy it as well. So we're gonna record it
Yay.
for your enjoyment. So here we go.
Okay, so keep in mind there are minor spoilers here, I think. I didn't really get anything out of it, but like I guess it talks about characters we haven't met yet and shit, so
All
just keep
right,
that in mind.
fair enough.
Uh, Here we go. And all at once, 1,000 LTD fans were silenced. A week or so. Now, almost a year later, nothing. Sure, I've read other stories on this website, but none can and ever will compare to this. I had the best time of my life while reading this story. I was so into it, I would think of nothing else but this story.
Oh wow.
You made Lance a very lovable character, and everything he said and did was funny, but had reason to it. I will miss him. 10 out of 10 on Lance. To be honest, I never really liked Twilight until this story. You made her a very caring, compassionate person, Pony, who was down to earth, faithful, and funny. 10 out of 10 on Twi.
I hated
Smart.
that character when she was independent and intelligent. Since you dumbed
Yeah.
her down and made her a housewife. 10.
10 out of 10, loved it. Spark. He was awesome. When Twi felt pregnant, I became skeptical of this story. You made it fit perfectly. Spark was awesome, yet also had a soft side for Nova, and that made me think of him as one of my favorite characters. 10 out of 10 on Spark. Fawn was a very nice pony, and a great touch to the story. I felt she could have been in the story a bit more, but basked on her as a character. 10 out of 10. The group of bronies and Pegasisters
Oh,
just
it's
fit like a
Pegasister.
Pegasister and then colon for some reason. Just fit like a glove. They all had great character traits and flaws, making them relatable yet making them people ponies that people could aspire to be like. Except Greg. Don't turn out like him. The only good character. David, my name in real life, was a great supporting character. And I felt that you did a great job with him, both with Rainbow Dash, man, that was funny, and coexisting with Lance.
All that rape. Hilarious.
Yeah! Peter was my favorite of the bronies at the beginning. You remember Peter, the one that didn't do anything? Because most of the action with the bronies was in chapters 10 to 50, if I recall correctly. Peter was funny, yet a very deep person at the same time. Frederick is summed up in one word. Awesome. Surprisingly, the word wasn't Canadian.
I'm surprised the word wasn't eh.
Yeah. Venetian was an amazing character towards the end, because that character with the boob, oh man. Aaron was one of my favorites. I felt like out of all the bronies, I could relate to him more than most of the others.
I feel
Slightly
I feel the same way because we've had no characterization on him yet.
Hold on a second, I got a text.
Okay, fair enough. Oh god, fucking Aaron. That guy. I tried to explain to someone asked me to list off all the characters, and I actually
Yeah, I
like,
saw that. Like, you had to fucking look it up and shit.
yeah, because I seriously thought Aaron was Zane, and then I realized no. Zane was doing the things I was attributing to Aaron. Aaron has done nothing. Anyway.
Gotta add a winky face.
Oh yeah, very important.
Go. Yes, you can't like send a text and then not have an emoticon at the end.
Pretty much.
I don't fucking buy that emoji shit, mostly because I don't know how to get it on my phone.
Yeah, fuck that.
So-
No, old school emoticons for life.
Goddamn semicolon, close parentheses. Alright, here we go. Where are we at?
We were on Slightly Shy.
Oh, yeah. Slightly shy, with a generally quiet personality, but can still be fun. Seth and Zaro were awesome together. I really felt for Zaro, but man, Seth is a funny dude. All in all, 10 out of 10. The others from the main six. Fluttershy was probably the most masterfully done, in my opinion. She was in the story, but for not too much of it. Awesome! Whoa!
Oh,
My favorite character was the one that was in the story, but not that much.
this just reminds me of the Plinkett review of episode 3, where it's just the first movie had lots of kids in it, it was awful. The second movie had kids in it, it was awful. The third movie didn't have any kids in it, except the kids who died. This is a good thing.
Rarity was also very well done, exactly how she is in the cartoon, and that fit in well with the other characters. Applejack was done also very well, with those few chapters about a certain sun pony whom was observing her. Pinky, holy shit! You got her perfectly done. She was exactly how she should and would be. Wow! I love how fucking mind blown he is about it.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash, I felt, was done quite well. Only, I think she should have been in the story a bit more. There wasn't enough rape for me. But despite that, she was still great, especially in the chapters she. I forgot that part. Yeah, especially in the chapters she tried to rape Lance.
Holy fuck! What? You can't see if I actually have my hands pressed against my head. Just like, what?
Fucking hell. I can't imagine what the fucking. Oh, he was like goddamn training rapists or something. I honestly don't know.
Oh.
Let's see. Hee the main six. I'm gonna let you take a guess at what he rates it.
10
10 out of 10.
Ah.
Celestia was done wonderfully, especially with Molestia and Venetian. I don't. Luna was great as well, with her character really meaning something, which was very well done. Mr. Bleak was awesome. Enough said. Annabelle was a bitch. The best kind, being a funny one. I enjoyed her character immensely. She was a bitch, but I loved her. Ominous was a freaking badass. He was in my top 5 favorites of the story. Grace. A funny, yet masterful twist to the story. Great work with her. And Grays, in my top 2 favorite characters, that's all I need say. Kill was really funny, especially when communicating with Break, Dawn, and Joy.
No.
Joy
no
was
fucking no. Fucking no. No.
Okay.
Remember that other story I was telling you about? The one that's basically almost as bad as Living the Dream, but it's like like a fucking anime high school thing instead of being a fucking awful like self-insert Mary Sue thing, or also Mary Sue thing. Yeah, you know where Kill and Joy fucking come from?
Please don't tell me it's that.
Yeah, they're the main characters.
Oh, what are they doing here? Does that mean?
It's a crossover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I saw a picture of the 2 authors of these 2 stories together in one place, and I was like, dude, that's weird. Why are these 2 fucking awful writers together? They did a fucking crossover.
Oh no!
Oh,
God!
fuck me.
Yes, this is gonna be awesome.
Oh,
Fucking
3 of
God.
me fucking school society. Why?
I just fucking that's awesome. Oh, Jesus.
See, this is why you need me for these places. Because when you find something that's shit, I find out that it's fucking, like, flaming shit. Burying orphans.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I'm totally not trying to buy time while I'm texting.
No, that's okay. I'm just wow.
I think you need a second to sit down.
Yeah, just wait. Just fucking wait. Near the end of the list of characters, I'm totally going to see, like, oh fuck, I don't even remember the guy's name anymore. But like, I'm gonna see the protagonist from Memoirs of a Reality Jumpers being like, he was great, and his romance with Rampant Dash was so believable. I felt his pain. They'll make the fucking trifecta complete.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Alright, continuing swiftly onwards. We're almost done. Break was awesome! He cracked funny shit like a boss, and it was perfect. I needn't say more, but I will. Every joke he cracked, I laughed. And in real life, too. As opposed to just not laughing in real life.
I typed lol into a random chat.
Oh my god. Don was the character I related to the most. He seemed like the smart, controlled, and tranquil one, while still having an outgoing personality. I was skeptical about these two at first, but ended up loving them. No homo.
Fantastic.
And finally, the storyline.
Hold on, real quick. I just want to point out here that going through that list, I think there's one character, like one non-pony character, originally pony character, it seems like, who's actually a woman in this. Or sorry, there's two. One who's a bitch and one who's like, I don't know, some lovey-dovey Pegasus, I'm guessing. So yeah,
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to all the guys. No ladies. Fuck that. Sausage
Yeah,
fest for
this
life.
sausage fest go. Oh no, but he does have Dana.
No, that's true.
It's his mom, if you're into that kind of thing.
Conspicuously missing from the list of 10 out of 10 would be.
Didn't notice. Oh. Okay. I was hooked from chapter 1. I loved the idea of Lance with Twilight, as I agree with his choice there. I know I said I hated her before I read the story, but fuck it. The stuff they did together, both clean and dirty, made me feel like I was reading a story that composed itself perfectly. And it did. The pregnancy with Twilight made me skeptical, but it turned out better than I hoped. With Cody in the fight scenes, I could really see them in my head, and I felt that they belonged. Dunno why! When Twi and Lance were living together, I felt so happy. I felt a full-on connection with the happenings in the story between them. When Richard struck, I was loving the Frederick-Lance team-up. Loved it. The whole Grays thing, 11 out of 10! Ominous was the same. Absolutely flawless.
Victory.
When Pinky did the cupcake prank, I loved it. Whenever we had a Breaking Dawn or Holy Dawn etc. scene, I would smile like a goof. Skipping ahead a bit, Toad's showdown with Nightmare. Holy shit! When Lance said all those things to break Ad Dawn, and then to Twilight, I stopped. I laid down, curled up, and tried not to cry. I failed. That was the most heart-wrenching moment of my life. I was crying when Twi and Lance reunited, and that was a few hours back. I have been reading this Troy faster than I read sci-fi books, so that's an instant A times 10,000. I was hooked. You wrote this better than anyone else on Earth could have. You gave this story life, power, love, cheesy, but true. Every time I completed a chapter, I would die a little inside. So would I know the feeling.
Yeah, seriously. He's speaking to all of us.
I got one step closer to the end. When I hit the end, I cried. So much. My Fav Curite story was over. Now I tell myself it's okay. I can find another story and read it. Enjoy it too. Fuck that. No, I can't. You gave this story purpose, meaning, emotion. And when I found out it was discontinued, I was heartbroken. I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but I was crying the whole hour it took me to write this. I don't want sympathy. I want you to continue writing these chapters just like 2 used to. I know you may not want to, and I respect that. But I wish you would. I know this was too long as it is, so I'll finish with this. You rock at writing. Oh, fuck. I love this story, and I wish that you'd keep writing. But alas, this story, the characters within it, the plot line, the twists, the jokes, Lance, the emotions I felt, the feeling I felt, the tears I shed, will all be remembered until my dying breath. This story will always be in my heart. Thank you for the best time of my life. David, your most faithful reader. Goddamn, showing enthusiasm for your favorite things.
That's pretty intense love for fucking living the dream.
I mean, goddamn.
Wow.
Ooh!
I'm like... Oh, wow. And I love to point out the fact that, like, the same guy wrote another much shorter review right underneath that for chapter 130 that just said, possibly the saddest moment of my life right now. Only 10 chapters left.
I can't believe this was the highlight of his entire life.
I know. I read this thing and all I can hear is, like, I don't know, like some sort of South Park monologue where, like, this guy is like doing this whole speech with, like, the dramatic music and stuff, and just like everyone is standing around crying with him. And it's just like over living the dream. Like living the dream is just sitting in front of him, and he's just going like, and finally the storyline. I was hooked from chapter 1. I love the idea of Lance with Twilight. I agree with his choice there.
You know how, like, some really far-right conservative people are like, oh, Obama's just gonna run for a third term and win it because America. This is what I'm assuming, like, if that were to happen, this would be, like, the kind of format that his third inaugural speech would take. Inaugural.
Yeah, probably.
My fellow Americans, I was hooked from chapter 1. Like, good lord. It just feels so official. I can't, like, stomach.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Thank you. Oh my god. Wow. I cannot believe that possibly the second worst story I've ever read crosses over with possibly the worst story I've ever read. I say possibly because honestly they're really close. They are two exceptionally close stories.
It's too good.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh. So yeah, that.
Whoa. Yeah. I feel moved. I feel so moved. Anyway, thank you so much for reading this review along with us.
I was crying the whole time I read it. I don't know if you could tell.
I'm on the verge of tears right now. That just might be the beer and the 1 o'clock in the morning thing.
They're two completely unrelated.
Yeah. Probably not. Though. It's probably because of how emotional this is.
Yeah, I can see it.
But yeah. Here's hoping that all of us, when we reach the end of living the dream, will be racked with such great emotions as this.
Also, can I just read one more tiny one before we go?
Sure, go.
A little bit above this. Okami the Umbreon says, June 18th, 2013, okay, I know you don't know me, but I know you. I've read this story since it only had 30 chaps, and I want to know if you could butt me in the story. I would be a very dark blue Pegasus with a shy personality who loves flying, and like you can do the Sonic Rainboom, only if I can, or if you want me to, but it would be called Dark Blue Blast. Could I have the thing you have, where you can turn into Breaking Dawn, but I would like to be Burning Rain, and the name for him would be River. Okay, bye. Never mid. It seems like you already finished the story. Sorry, I got my hopes up.
Aww. If it wasn't for the fact that he's a pathetic little person with no sense of imagination, that would be kind of tragic.
I mean, it was pretty tragic. I don't know about you, but I feel like I just saw a man get his hopes completely dashed right in front of my eyes.
It does feel a little bit like that. It does. Though I'm kind of wondering how the hell he, posted that. How this guy who'd been reading since chapter 30, uh, apparently fell so far behind on a story that he wanted to be self-inserted into that he didn't realize it had ended until, until he was apparently like 19 chapters behind. Because that was that Dashed Hopes one was on chapter 121, which was 19 before the actual story ended. So apparently, he just fell really far behind. It was just like, hey, I know, like, I don't know what's going on in the story, but add me.
Oh my god, it's too good.
Oh man, this story is just an endless cornucopia of wonderful.
Also, and just at the very top, nice one. I really like how you inserted Party Rock Anthem into the wedding party.
Well, I'm gonna go kill myself.
Lord have mercy on our souls.
You don't want to bet some fucker has to sing that?
I am scared.
Because here's the thing. One of the reasons why I think that Three of Us School Society may be almost as bad, if not worse, than Living the Dream, while it is slightly more competently written, the author's insert character is a musician who just plays original songs, which are just like pop songs that he's copy pasted into the story. A lot.
Well, now we know what chapter it starts crossing over.
God, you're probably fucking right. Well, as I said, I'm probably gonna kill myself.
Okay, bye recording.
Bye, people. See you all in hell.